Hey everybody, Dr. Gilchrist here, going to show you how to make your Chinese herbs. So first, you're going to want to find a suitable pot. Something like this would be best. This I got at Pacific Ocean Market. It's specifically made for the purpose of making Chinese herbs. It's a ceramic pot. There is some benefit to having a ceramic one. The next best thing would be a glass. These are pretty easily available. And then your third best thing would be something like this, like a stainless steel pot. All right, next step is you're gonna wanna take your herbs bag. So I just take the entire bag and I just throw it in here. Now, next thing you're gonna do is add your water. So you're gonna wanna have at least 4 cups of water with one bag. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that in there. And you can see, it's totally submerged. I sometimes like the herbs to be a little more dilute. So I'm actually gonna add in, sometimes I do even 6 cups of water. I think I'll go ahead and put in 5 there. And then I just let these sit there for about 15 minutes, not even turning on the heat, just letting the water kind of penetrate into the herbs. So at this stage, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat on. I'm gonna put it on at high after it's sat there for about 15 minutes. Once that comes to a boil, I'll just check it. Once I see the water boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it covered, but then turn it down to very low heat, and I'll let it sit there cooking for about 15 minutes. All right, so once your herbs have been boiling for about 15 minutes, sometimes I add with the herbs a different package. And this one I put in a different package because it's usually lighter, fluffier herbs, like maybe a leaf, or in this case, some little cinnamon twigs. So these ones you don't want to cook as long as the other ones because they're more delicate, and if you cook them for too long, they'll get a little bitter. So these, I just take kind of a little handful of them, and just during the last couple of minutes of boiling, I'm just gonna throw them in there. So we'll wait for another couple minutes for those to finish. Okay, once the herbs are finished cooking, I'm gonna take them here and just pour out my dose onto my little cup here. And there is my first dose of Chinese herbs. Let's see how they turned out. Absolutely delicious. So once the, you're gonna have a lot of tea left over in here. So the rest of this I'd like to keep for another dose another day. So I usually like to use a mason jar. I'll just pour the rest of those herbs out into there. Let's see here, almost ready here. Great. Now this, I'll let that cool off a little bit and then I'll just cap it and I'll put it in the fridge. Now these herbs that are left over, you can boil these 1 or 2 more times. So I'm gonna let those cool off for a little bit and then I'll just put them in this plastic bag and I'll also put those in the fridge so I can cook these for a second time on another day. And that's how you make your Chinese herbs.